Going the Distance, a DVORA rock crawling production. Come join us on a 2023 rock crawling adventure. First thing we gotta do is get ready. Then run some test lines to make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to. Once we know it's good, it's time to hit the road. For a pre-season pre-run, we headed out to King of the Hammers in Johnson Valley, California. We didn't have to go far for our first stop. And here you see Jeremy Clanton picking up those huge rocks, making it so Dwayne can get up and over in his buggy in the first competition of the year in Bad Dag, Arizona. This country is absolutely beautiful. Not only do we get the great views when we're driving in the buggy, we get the great views on our way to our next competition. Down in Texas, Dwayne's brother, Randy Reynolds, decided to join us for the fun. Here you see him stacking some rocks so Dwayne can get that next obstacle conquered. Here's a color we don't get to see very often. Had to make some stops for some repairs, but it didn't take us long before we were back on the road. It always snows up in the mountains this time of year, so Dwayne takes extra care as we're heading into Moab, Utah for Easter Jeep Safari. But once we get there, it's always well worth it. Dwayne always manages to find someone who's willing to go for a ride. Here he is on Hell's Gate. He's taking that bonus line going down. But just wait, he'll turn around and come back up. One of the best parts of wheeling is the people we get to wheel with along the way. This year at Easter Jeep Safari, we got to go out on trail with some of the greats. Over the years, we've had the honor of meeting some legends. Here we honor those legends by going 3 wide up Potato Salad Hill in Moab, Utah. This one's for you, George. Then it's back in the weather and back down the mountain. Off to Sand Hollow we go. Sand Hollow has some of the best obstacles. And it never hurts to give a helping hand to a fellow wheeler. You have got to be totally nuts to navigate some of the obstacles in Sand Hollow, Utah, like this one. Enough with fun and games. It's time to head back up into the mountains to our next competition. We get a special spotter on this one. Holly Fowler, also known as Mischief Maker, tagged along for the ride. Holly and Dwayne had their work cut out for them in Cedar City, Utah. The competition at this location is always really tight. Don't tell anyone, but our next stop was a secret location. We had a special event that was put on by a good friend of ours that we got a chance to go to. Now, there will be a video dropping of this location coming soon, but until then, just enjoy the rest of our ride. We got word there's this great place in Disney, Oklahoma to wheel, so off we go. Where we're from, we don't get to see water on the rocks very often, so wheeling out in Disney was somewhat of a treat for us. Our next competition is calling, so off we go, further and further east. Randy joined us again in Oklahoma. This competition was on the side of a mountain and had crazy loose dirt. Something different than we're used to, but still a lot of fun. The skies didn't look too friendly on our way to our next location. We were excited about this one though. It was a night competition, and we had Jimmy Finn out there stacking rocks and telling Dwayne where to go. How much fun could we have in 1 year? The shadows from the lights on the rocks sometimes made it difficult to know exactly how steep those drops were. We made it all the way out to the East Coast. Got to visit some family and enjoy the ocean views. Well, rock crawling can be a family sport. Here we got to have Lance come out and do the spotting for Dwayne. Lance had never spotted before in a rock crawling competition and had only been on the rocks a couple times. But we think when the competition was all said and done, Lance was definitely addicted. We had the privilege of being at the Good Evening Ranch during their Veterans Run. Here you see a beautiful bird coming in for a landing right before we went on trail with some of the veterans. Seeing that smile is what it's all about. Heading back west, there's always a chance you'll see something crazy in the sky. Time to do some epic wheeling in Farmington, New Mexico. At Grand Nationals, we put it all on the line. But of course we're going to go with a new spotter. Here we have Kevin spotting and watching Dwayne's tires to make sure he does not hit those cones. We've put a lot of miles on, but we're heading back to our favorite place to wheel, good old Sand Hollow, Utah. During Trail Hero this year, Raceline put on their first annual blindfold barrel race. Dwayne is outside the buggy for this one, guiding a disabled veteran around those barrels. It was a blast to watch. And at the Trail Hero We Rock competition, Dwayne had the veteran from Four Wheel to Hill in the buggy navigating those courses. They did an awesome job, and we are so honored and proud to be able to do this with them. With the season winding down, we were back in Arizona to enjoy our beautiful sunsets. Dwayne got right to work preparing the buggy for next season. This season was amazing with some great spotters and a national championship. Can't wait to see you next year. Until then, thanks for watching.